What is up, guys? We are back with another episode. This is Rothcards TV, and this weekend we are at Clearwater, Florida. Today is Saturday. It's right around 10:30. We just got to the show, about to head inside, and my goal for today, I'm gonna be here for a few hours. I'm not setting up. I'm just gonna walk the room very slowly, and I'm gonna look at every single showcase. I am looking to buy heavy. What I've realized is it's much easier to sell online versus buy online, right? If I want to buy a car, let's say I post on Instagram buying, or I go on Facebook and I say I'm buying cars, hit me up. I get so many DMs that it's just stuff gets flooded in, and it's so easy for me to not to see every single card that comes in my DMs, or see every card that's commented on the Facebook post, right? So it's like you see 1,000 cards, and maybe I want to buy 5 to 10 of those cards, but you have to flood in the messages. You have to kind of sort through it. It's just a lot. So I realized it's so much easier to buy at these shows. So even if I have to pay a little extra, you know, maybe you're not buying at, you know, 80% comps, you're spending 85, 90. I think as long as there's a little meat on the bone, you know, I'm gonna be looking to buy heavy this weekend. So it's a one-day show. Well, the show was last night as well. Last night, nothing really happened. But it's okay. Today, I'm in a different mindset. I'm in the mindset of I'm gonna go to every single table and try to buy one card at every table. If I can do that, if there's 30, 40 tables, that should be 30, 40 cards. So I should be leaving this show today with 30 or 40 cards. I'm gonna try, and I'm gonna succeed, and we're gonna make it happen. I'm looking for anything basketball, you know, LeBron, KD, Giannis, Trey, Luka, Tatum, Fox, anything that catches my eye, any golds, any big time, you know, cards, whether it's, you know, a couple $100, a couple $1,000. I'm looking for a wide range of cards to buy this weekend. So let's head inside, let's get these deals, and let's walk the show very, very slow. So local show to me, go to your local shows, and when you go to these local shows, right, they're not going to be big shows. They're not, you know, they might not be hundreds of tables, might be just, you know, 50 tables, 60 tables, 70 tables. So just, you know, you got to walk the room slow and really, you know, talk to vendors, you know, show yourself friendly and try to just, you know, find the deals. So without further ado, let's head in and let's get these deals. Let's go. It's a beautiful day, about 68 degrees, a little cloudy out, but it's a nice sunny, beautiful day. We live in the Florida life. Probably head to the beach after the show, maybe go play some basketball. And you know, I get DMs all the time of people trying to play basketball, and I just want to let you know we ready. I'm always ready. We got the kicks in the car. We headed into the show right now. Let's get these deals. All right, so as I walk around, the question is, can I buy something at every table? I'm gonna try. Let's see what we can do. All right, what's good, y'all? We're here at the Clearwater show with my guy, Jared. We're here. First deal of the day is done. We got the KD 2012 Prism Auto, 575 to my guy. Appreciate it, bro. Thanks, man. We out here getting these deals, man. Hit your local shows up and find the deals. Let's get it. What's good, bro? How are you? Good, man. What kind of deals you got? I'm trying to buy something at every single table today. All right. I need something.
What are you looking for?
Basketball, mostly. Basketball's over here.
I got that LaMelo Auto.
Where's that? LaMelo Auto. What about that Jaw Silver? How much is that?
$180.
What about the Heloin?
1500.
1500. Any comps on that?
Yeah, I'm the glass comp.
Oh, you bought that one?
Yeah.
All right, let's see what we got. All right, so we've been here for about 10-15 minutes. We're trying to buy. We're looking at every table. Let's see what we can find. Anything that catches my eye. Let's get it. How much is that Levine? 700. All right, we're here at Clearwater with my man Anthony. Quick deal, 450 on Embiid. Let's get it.
Appreciate it, bro.
Yes, sir. All right, so we're looking at that gold optic Tatum. Do a trade plus cash. Stay tuned. Let's see what we can do. All right, so we're here at the Clearwater show. We got a couple of deals going. Stuff's starting to flow. We're here with my man Jeff with Fans Only Collectibles. We're doing a big trade. We're picking up gold Tatum out of 10 plus these 4 cards. He's getting the Curry. He's getting Mahomes, Trey Young, KD, plus some cash on top. 450. Good deal.
Good deal.
Appreciate it, man. Let's get it. All right, nice little pickup with my man Mike. We got that Denny NT. Appreciate it, bro. Good deals here in Florida. Let's get it. Y'all remember him? Let's go. All right, I walked the whole room again, and I had to come back to my man Mike. Made another deal. What we get? What we got? We got some. We got some more hockey in the building. We got my man Alexis Lafreniere. Don't hurt me on the pronunciation. Let's get it. Good deals. Appreciate it, bro. Look at this. We getting hockey again. Hockey cards on fire. Appreciate it.
That's right. He needs to eat, guys. So
Let's get it. Thank you, Mike. All right, that is a wrap. We're leaving the Clearwater show about 2 o'clock. I was there much longer than I thought, but that's all right. You know, talked to some cool people, picked up some cards, sold some stuff. Overall, I'm happy I came. It was a great day. I didn't get to buy from every single dealer like I wanted to, but you know, sometimes some dealers are just high on their stuff and it's okay. They're allowed to be, so you just keep it moving. But we bought some stuff. We sold some stuff. I'm excited. I'm glad I got that Tatum. I'm happy on that one. Picked up some, you know, last minute deals with Mike. Overall, great day. Picked up some good stuff. I'm excited. Next week, probably heading to Chicago or Orlando. Not sure yet, but stay tuned. Let's get it. All right, that was the Clearwater vlog. Yes, I know it was a little shorter than normal, but we're gonna also talk about the show, show you guys some pickups, what I'm setting to PSA, a couple lessons I learned this past weekend, as well as where I'm headed next week. So without further ado, let's dive in. This is Rothcards TV, baby. Let's go. All right, so as you guys saw, I did pick up the nice Denny NT Auto. Nice little patch out of 49. And I picked up the Alexis Young Guns PSA 10. Those were 2 good purchases. I was hype on those. Got them for a good deal. Shout out to my man Mike. Also, so let's talk about that Gold Tatum deal, right? So shout out my man Jeff from Fans Only Collectibles. That deal actually took about an hour. I was just kind of plotting and thinking about the Tatum. Like, do I want to grab it? Do I want to get it? The price was right. It was just a matter of like, did I want to give up those cards that, you know, were pretty liquid and I could probably move them for this Tatum that I just wasn't sure how liquid it would be. And I ended up selling the Tatum right after the show on Instagram, right? I posted a picture of it, as y'all saw right here, and someone hit me up. They threw an offer out and it sold. So I sold the card for $5,000. That was a great sale. Like, I was happy on that. And it just goes to show, like, you know, I was scrolling down on Jeff's Instagram, right? You know, he has a good following. I think he's on the, you know, the coast of Florida, so he has a lot of people over there. I think he's in the Boca area. And I was scrolling on his page, like, I just wanted to see, like, when he posted that card, you know? And I was scrolling, he posted that card in May, right? So 6 months ago, that card was on his feed. And it made me realize, you know, anytime you see Jeff at a show, he has 5, 6, 7 showcases full of cards, right? So anytime you get a card from somebody who has a lot of inventory, it's so easy for some cards to go under the radar or to get, you know, caught in the mix. And you know, you just don't see that card on his profile. In order to see that Gold Tatum, that's a pop 1, you have to scroll all the way down on his page until May. And it just hit me. It's just like, sometimes while we go to these shows, we're literally middlemaning cards, right? A card that might be a pop 1 or a low numbered, or a card that just doesn't pop up much. If you're able to get that card from somebody who might have had that card for 6, 7 months, or even 3, 4 months, and it's like, you're like relocating the card. Like, okay, I'm able to get that card from him. And when I bought it, I didn't know that, you know, he's had it for 6 months. You know, I just saw the card and, you know, gold catches my eye and I saw it. I was like, all right, I think I want to make a play on it. You know, I did a lot of research trying to figure out kind of what it's worth, what I think I can move it for, you know, what I can put into it, because I kind of wanted to trade some stuff into it. And, you know, it worked out. And then it just sold so quick. And I'm like, I did not expect that card to sell that quick. And it just showed me that, you know, when we go to these shows, you never know what cards these people have had for whether a week, whether they've had it for 6 months, whether they've had it for a year, 2 years, whether they've been trying to move it, whether they haven't moved it. Like, you just never know the backstory to a card. So take the risk. Take the risk, get the card. If it's a good card and it's a solid, you know, move that you can, a solid play that you think that you can move, go for it. So yeah, you just really never know the backstory to a card, how long somebody's had it. So take the risk, go for it. You know, at the end of the day, I realized I just gotta go with my gut. My gut was telling me to buy the card and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna go for it. Boom, got it, posted a picture of it. Within 3, 4 hours, someone hit me up, threw me an offer, and it sold. It just goes to show, when you have an opportunity to get rare cards that don't really have any comps, that don't really have anything to really base it on, because it's a pop 1 and, you know, maybe no ROTHs have sold, no PSA 9s have sold, like, it's a low number card. Figure out what you think you can sell it for, and if you can get it for a good price underneath that price that you think you can ask, go for it. That's all I can say. Go for it. At the end of the day, big risk, big reward, and when you take risk, they pay off. If you don't take any risk, you might just be at the same place you're at. So take some risk and go for it and watch it pay off. All right, so that's what I learned about the Gold Tatum. Now I'm gonna show you guys a few cards I got that I'm gonna be sending off to PSA here this week. All right, so I picked this KD up at the show. This is a nice KD 2012 Prism Auto. Auto looks good. The card is very nicely centered. I think I'm gonna send this off to, I think I'm gonna do Beckett on this card just because the auto looks good. There's a little thing on the surface, so maybe I can get a 9.5 on it, 9.5, 9.5, 9.5, 9 surface grade. You know, the corners look good, edges look great, centering looks great, but there's like a little squiggly line on the surface, for a second. So anytime there's like maybe one flaw, so kind of like that little, like right there, you can kind of see it. You kind of see it right there. So anytime there's like maybe one little flaw on a card, right? I like to send to Beckett because with that little flaw, you can still get a gem mint 9.5, right? You can still get 9.5, you know, centering looks good, 9.5 centering, 9.5 edges, 9.5 corners, maybe a 9 surface, right? And you get a 9.5. Now, if I send this card to PSA might see that squiggly line and automatically mark it as a PSA 9. That's the best it can get, right? Then if they see something else or whatever, it could be a PSA 8. So I think anytime you can noticeably see something wrong with the card, whether it has like maybe a soft corner, or maybe, you know, there's something on the surface, or it's a little off-centered, I like Beckett because then you could still try for that 9.5. So I think I'm gonna send this one to Beckett unless I can clean this. So I'm gonna try to just kind of take a rag. And one thing I always do before I send cards out, so here we go, we got the nice KD auto, 2012 Prism auto. I just take a nice, you know, microfiber cloth, do a nice little wipe down. Just wanna get the specks off of it, any dust, because you'll be surprised, a lot of times, you know, they mark the card down for stuff that you could simply just wipe off, you know? I don't know if that little line is gonna maybe put a little breath on it, especially for chrome cards, you know, like, oh wow, it's actually it's coming off a little bit. But yeah, so this card, you know, it's nicely centered, greatly centered. Nice centering, corners look great. So I like to just kind of do an overall wipe down on the card. Let me see if I can kind of, here, I'll flip the camera around. All right, so here we got the KD, and as you can see, see if I can get a nice angle on it. That little line, little thing on the surface right there, right? So that's kind of that's like the only flaw I see on the card, so I could try to wipe it off. I'm not sure it is going to come off, so I think I'm gonna send this to Beckett. You know, and maybe they don't ding it, right? Maybe that it still can get a 9.5 surface. Who knows? You know, at some point you just gotta send it sometimes and see what they give you. But yeah, I think this can get a 9.5. Beckett 10 auto, beautiful card. This is gonna head out to Beckett this week. Let's get it. And another thing, when you send cards, so when you send cards out, you want to make sure that they're in a nice penny sleeve and then in a card saver as well. These, you slide it right in, and this is how PSA and Beckett would like you to send the cards. It just makes it easier for them to take the card out. So if you don't have any card savers, make sure you get some card savers, and then the card will just slide right in. And boom, the card is in the card saver, and it is all ready for Beckett. And this is exactly how you send it. Put it in an envelope or a box, and then you just fill out the form, and voila, here we go. All right, so next card that is going to PSA is nice Anthony Edwards, purple disco out of 75. Beautiful card. Time to wipe it down and get it prepped. Here we go. All right, so this card is beautiful. It's very, very centered. Left to right is good centered. Up and down, man, a little bit off, but I think this can get a PSA 10. Then you just slide it out. All right, this is a nice purple disco, beautiful card. It does have some print lines, but I think a lot of them actually have the print lines on it. So if the card is known for print lines, I know that they don't ding it too much. But yeah, I think I might actually try Beckett for this, because I think, you know, with those print lines, maybe a 9 surface, and then everything else can get 9.5, and it can come back, you know, a gem mint. So I might actually try Beckett again on this one as well. Let's wipe it down and let's see how it looks. So the back looks good as well. Corners look pretty sharp. The bottom left maybe a little white, not too bad. I think I'm actually gonna send this to PSA because I think it could PSA 9, and I think I'd rather have a PSA 9 than maybe it might get a Beckett 9 because of that left corner. So the thing on this card, I bought this card online, so I didn't get to look at it in person before I bought it. So there's a lesson right there, right? Anytime you buy anything online, you're not able to look at the card first, right? So, you know, the guy didn't tell me that there was print lines on it. He sent me pictures of the card. You can't really see print lines in pictures though. You know, I'm not mad, but you know, sometimes it's just a lesson, right? This is why I like buying raw cards that I want to grade. I bought this card with the intent to grade it because it looked very centered in the pictures. You know, he said there was no, you know, creases or, you know, indents or anything like that. He said the card was clean. And it is clean. You know, maybe he didn't see the print lines. I'm not sure. But overall, you know, it's a clean card. Besides the print lines, I think it can get a 9, PSA 9. So I'm gonna send it to PSA. Hopefully get a 9. There's one on auction right now. It's already at about $1,000 with 3 days left. So I think, you know, I can, if this card can hit 1,500 as a PSA 9, I'm happy. I bought it for $800, so I'll be in it at, with the grading fees, about $950. Gets a 10, great. If it gets a 9, make a couple $100 and keep it moving. You know, end of the day, you know, you just keep things moving. That's all. At the end of the day, it's important to just keep things rolling and moving. You know, you buy a card for 800, someone offers you 950, or you buy a card for 1,000, they offer you 12, but you want to get 15, and then you end up holding the card for 3 months, 4 months, because you're just trying to get that 15, and then you just never get it. Look, take profits, keep repeating. If you buy a raw card and it doesn't grade a 10 or a 9 like you need it, and you can sell it as an 8 and break even and keep it moving. At the end of the day, the more cards you're turning, the more cards you're getting in and getting out, the more money you're making. That's the bottom line. If you buy cards and you just hold them and you're just waiting until you get back, you know, that profit, or you're waiting to get that 40%, you don't want to take 20% profit, you want to only get 40% profit, you're going to end up holding the bag. Sell cards, make money, repeat. Buy, sell, repeat. Buy, sell, repeat. If you keep doing that over and over and over again and not allowing 20, 30% to stop you from selling, you will make a lot more money. That's all I gotta say. This going to PSA. That's a bar. Here we go. All right, both these cards have been wiped down and are ready for grading. This one's going to PSA. This one's going to Beckett. Stay tuned and let's see what we get. All right, so another thing I'm realizing about this hobby is, right now during Christmas time, the holiday season, prices can seem like they're trending downward, right? Now, for base prism, for base stuff, for non-numbered stuff, for stuff that's just, there's so many of them, that can be true. But everybody wins in a bear market, right? But when the market kind of is a little soft, you have to pivot. You have to do things a little different. You have to buy smarter. That is number one. You have to buy smart, and you have to be picky about what you buy, because you want to buy the deals where you can easily make a quick flip if you need to flip it, right? But when you're in a bear market, when everything's just going up, it's so easy to make money. You can buy anything, and then in a week it goes up and you sell it. But in the soft market, you just gotta be picky. So a couple things that I'm, you know, focusing on right now is basketball. I think, you know, I might try to tap into baseball a little bit, because right now prices are so low in baseball, you know, in the stars, that you can get some good deals, and you know, if you wait a month or two, you can make that return. But you just gotta be picky about what you buy. Focusing on basketball right now. I'm kind of out on football. So as you guys know, oh yeah, I forgot to tell you guys this. So I took out of an L this past week, all right? And I'm just here to say, sometimes in this hobby, in life, you take an L. Now, the L is okay. It's okay to take L's, bro. I know society tries to make it seem like you shouldn't take L's, you shouldn't try to lose on a card. And of course, you should never try to lose on a card, right? So my L was on the man, Carson Wentz. If you guys saw my videos before, I had that NT. It was like a insert NT, a 9.5, BJS 9.5, number to 25. I bought that card, I think I bought that card before the season. So it was over the summer. It was probably like in May or June. So it was probably like 6 months ago. It was a bad buy. But I bought that card for $1,400, right? And, you know, he's been playing pretty good. So I threw it on eBay. I sent it to my consignment people, DCSPORTS87, shout out to them. And the card ran on eBay, and it sold for about $250. Oh my. $250, and I bought it for $1,400. Now, the lesson here is this. I bought that card way too high. I bought that card in the bear market when everything was hot, football was coming. I'm about to buy this card for $1,400. I'm gonna sell it for $2,500 when Carson Wentz comes in and plays really well, blah, blah, blah. It was just a bad buy. That card was not worth $1,400. I shouldn't have bought it. There wasn't really anything to comment on when I did buy it, but I don't think I really did my due diligence when I bought it. I bought it 6 months ago, and I was just kind of buying a lot of football back then. I didn't really care what I was buying, because I knew that, you know, before the season you can make a good percentage. But I also realized nobody wants Carson Wentz stuff. So if you have Carson Wentz stuff, I'm not telling you what to do, just saying, I would move it. All right, but yeah, so I took a big L on that, but it is what it is. At the end of the day, it's a lesson. What's the lesson? I'll probably never buy a Carson Wentz card again. So yeah, at the end of the day, everybody takes the L. Now, am I focused on my L? No, don't ever focus on the L. Keep it moving. Look, I lost $1,200. It is what it is. I made $1,200 on another deal somewhere else, right? At the end of the day, it all evens out. Let me take that $250 that I sold the card for and build it up to $1,500. That's all you have to do. And that's the only way to look at it. I can't look at it as an L. It's a lesson. What I learned from it, don't buy Carson Wentz, and don't buy insert NTs for this is where I went wrong. His regular out of 99 NT, BJS 9, did like 3K. So I'm thinking, okay, I'm getting the insert BJS 9.5 for half the price. It's gotta be a good deal. That was my thinking. And looking back, that was not the way to think about that card. I can't think about that card like that. It's like, it's an insert NT. That card's, I should have bought that card for $400, $500, right? And then when he got hot, sold it for 7-8. I didn't sell it in the window where I should have sold it. That was another problem. I waited too long, right? Because he went up, and then he didn't play, then he got hurt, and then he went up. And like, anytime you get a guy like that, their stuff is not liquid, because people are just scared to take the risk, right? If his stuff was all the way at the rock bottom and it shoots up, some people are just, they don't buy at that top. They just don't want that card. Or if they want Carson Wentz, they want his Prism Silver, you know what I mean? Like, but you get an insert NT, it's just a random card with no comps really. It could be a tough move. So now I will say one thing I've also realized in the hobby, the basketball market versus the football market is crazy. I feel like it's much easier to move rare basketball than it is to move rare football. Because when you have rare football, you really got to find that guy that believes in that quarterback. And really, that's kind of what the football market is quarterbacks. You know, you get some wide receivers here and there, but it's mostly quarterbacks. So when you get a rare basketball card, though, there's just so many more people who want that rare basketball, whether it's Curry, LeBron, Durant, Luka, Tatum, versus, you know, maybe Kyler, Lamar, or Josh Allen. Like, I just feel, and it's like a no-brainer, but there's more people buying rare basketball than rare football. So one thing I'm realizing is, for football, if you really want to, you know, make that quick money in football, you got to stick to like the Prism Silvers and the Optic Hollows and like just the liquid stuff. Because that stuff you could just turn quick. Now you could turn that stuff quick, the same, you know, the Prism Silvers and the Optic Hollows in basketball, but you can also turn that rare stuff kind of quick in basketball versus in football. So if you want to buy rare stuff and you want to kind of test the rare market and, you know, the higher end market, or you want to kind of go after that big card, in my opinion, I would say try to get, you know, a big name in the basketball market, because you're going to have more people who are going to want to buy. You're going to have a broader audience to sell to if it's a rare basketball card of a bigger name than if you have a rare card football, other than Brady. I think rare Brady stuff is always going to be liquid, but like if you have a rare Herbert, or you have a rare Josh Allen or Kyler or Lamar, I just don't think they have the same people who are looking to buy as if you had a rare Curry or Tatum or Luka. There's just more people buying the basketball than football. So that's just my opinion. I think if you want to get into the higher end market or the rare market, go for basketball, because you're just going to have an easier time selling. All right, that was the Clearwater vlog. Hope you guys enjoyed it. We got a lot in store. We got a lot coming this holiday season. We're gonna do some giveaways. We're gonna head to some more shows. We got Chicago this weekend. We have Orlando this weekend. I'm gonna be buying heavy, so I know that the vlogs are gonna be good. So next week we're gonna drop probably 3 or 4 vlogs, probably 1 episode in Orlando and hopefully 2 in Chicago, and then we'll do like an extra video with Kenneth. So stay tuned, we got a lot in store. If you haven't, please make sure to like, subscribe, and comment. It's gonna be a crazy holiday season. We got a lot coming. You already know what I'm about to say. Let's get it, baby, let's go. And one more thing I wanna talk about as well with the gold Tatum. So like I said, I sold the gold Tatum for $5K, right? And I made pretty good money on that. Now, I had to realize, you know, I had to take my own advice. And it's so easy in this hobby sometimes to get greedy, to think you don't want to take somebody's offer because you know you could sell it for more, or you think you can sell it for more. But it's crazy. I was watching Shark Tank this week, right? Now here's a lesson, right? I was watching Shark Tank this week, and this lady, she had a product. She was a very smart girl, and you could tell that, you know, Robert he didn't really like her business, but he liked her. He wanted to invest in her because he believed in her vision and what she could do. All the sharks went out, right? And he was like, you know what? I'll come back in. So she was seeking like $250,000 for 10%. He was like, I'll do $250,000 for 15%, simply because, you know, I believe in you. I'm not too sure on the business. You know, like I don't think it was kind of his expertise, but he could mentor her and help her, you know, just on the business side, maybe not on the product side, or you know, whatever, what he said. But he was like, I'll give you $250,000 for 15%. She had no other offers. And, you know, he made it a kind of a big deal. Like, I believe in you. Like, let's do this. You know, we could take this business, you know, we can make it happen. She was like, would you do $250 for 15%? And you could tell he got kind of annoyed. He was like, you know what? All right, let's start over. Like I said, I believe in you. You have no other offers. I'm at $250 for 15%. If you don't want to take it, that's cool. But that's where I gotta be. She thought about it, and then she was like, would you do $250,000 for, she just like reworded it, 10% and 5% advisory shares. And he was like, you know, I believed in you, you know, and you're dabbling over a small percentage, I'm out. And just like that, she now got no deal. She got no deal, and she had to leave the Shark Tank, right? And it's funny, because after she left, he said, you know, you don't all, and he was talking to the other sharks. He was like, you know, you don't always have to squeeze out that little bit of percentage or that little bit of money. When somebody believes or somebody throws you an offer, take it. Because at the end of the day, in the long run, would that 5% have mattered to her? Maybe, maybe not, right? But bringing a shark in your business, and this is just an example, right? Bringing a shark into your business, if Robert could grow her business by 4 or 5x, that 5% would not have mattered, right? Because she would have still made 2, 3, 4x, and then Robert would have got his cut, whatever. But it's the same way for these cards. Could I sold the Tatum for more than 5K? Probably, right? Could I have countered the guy. He, you know, I think I started at 6K or 6,500. He said 5K. And it's funny because he literally offered that right after I watched the episode. And I thought in my head, all right, this is my moment. I can counter. And maybe if I counter at, I started at 6,500. And I know I started kind of high because I just want to kind of get a feel for what people thought. And he said, how about 5K? And you know, I could counter at 6K, but then maybe he'd be like, let me think about it, right? And then he finds another deal and he doesn't buy it. Now, could I find another buyer? Yes. But the whole point is, I was making money at 5K. It was a good offer. Why try to beat him up for $500 more or $1,000 more? Why not just take the deal, take the offer, and keep moving and go to the next card, go to the next deal? And that's literally how I thought about it. So I said, you know what? I'll take 5K. He said, awesome, man. Thanks so much. Boom, sent the money. And I mean, it was like a 2-minute deal. And that's how these deals should be. Nothing should be hard. Nothing should be harder than it needs to be. It only becomes harder when you try to beat people in the head. You try to squeeze people out for that extra 20 bucks, the extra 100 bucks, the extra 500 bucks. At the end of the day, if you're making money, take the deal, keep it moving. When you give somebody a deal, they buy more. You never go broke taking profit. I think I'm gonna say this in every single episode. You never go broke taking profit. Keep it moving, keep buying, keep selling. And that's the lesson of the week. Another lesson of the week. You know, it's crazy how that lesson is in the card game, is in the business world. It's all the same thing. When you try to beat people up, it doesn't ever work out for you. It never works out. Yes, maybe I counted him 5,500 and he takes it. Cool. I got an extra $500 out of him. Awesome. But then it's like, do I build a relationship that way? Does he buy another card off me in the future? Like, what if at 55 he never buys another card off me, but at 5K he does? You know, I'm making up scenarios, but it just goes to show it's in every game in this world. It's in every market. When you beat people up, you don't win. When you give good deals and you take profits, you win. That's lesson of the week. Go put in the work. Go grind, hustle. Keep grinding, keep hustling, keep putting in the work every single day to be the best. Anything you want, you can have it. No greed is allowed. It's so easy to get greedy. No greed is allowed. When you get greedy, you lose. When you give deals, you win. Take profits, keep investing, and keep putting in the work. Let's get it.